Good.
In my neighborhood, we have a lot of dogs, and we have a lot of dogs that, when they see other dogs, they might bark and
Good.
lunge and do all that silly stuff. So Clover likes to
Good.
do that too, because whenever she sees a dog, she's like, I must go see that dog. She's obsessed with
Good.
dogs. So people often think of dogs that are barking and lunging as aggressive dogs, but a lot of the time they're dogs that are just so excited, and when they're stuck on a leash, they're frustrated. And then we see the barking and lunging happening. So I work on it the same way. I want Clover to be able to
Get that
eat
cookie.
food and be
You gotta
able to
find
look
it.
at me.
You gotta
So
find it.
when I got Clover, if we saw a dog, she wouldn't take treats. So I think I had her for like 4 days before I could actually get her to take more than one treat in a row. Because she would take a treat and then be like, I don't want the treats, I want the dogs. So it's something we really worked hard on. So we saw the beagle puppy, and then a dog came and did a lot of barking, which got her really, really revved up and excited and a little too wound up. So I saw another one of my neighbors coming with her dogs, and I knew that they probably wouldn't bark. So I went up my driveway and I said, let's work on this. So she does get a little excited. I think she does bark once or twice here, but she's able to still turn around, still respond to cues that I'm giving her. She's able to chase a cookie on the ground. And this is a 5-month-old puppy, so she gets very excited. She likes to run around on the leash. But I think she did pretty well with this, especially because the dog that had just gone by us was really barking a lot, and it was a bulldog, so it was making very odd noises. The noises that she was making kind of caught Clover off guard a little, but she was able to pull it together and still be able to eat treats and do stuff with me. So when there's other dogs around, all I'm really hoping that my puppy can do is be able to turn and look at me, or if they can't do that on their own, be able to respond to a cue from me to be able to turn away from the dogs and look at me. If they can't, I'm going to get more distance away. So we were across the street and up my driveway a little bit. If Clover was telling me that she couldn't handle that, we would have gone further up my driveway or behind my van or something. So you always have to work at the level that your dog is able to do at that current time. So because she did really well here, doesn't mean that a different dog couldn't come, and then it gets suddenly harder. And since this was the third dog in a row that we ran into within like a 5-minute period, she's a little excited, but she did very well because she's a good girl.